Hola amigos, ¿cómo estás? Welcome back to the channel. So as most of you know, obviously by the title, Mexico lost 2-1 against Canada in their World Cup qualifying game. Obviously, it's the hardest one of the whole cycle, in my opinion. Although the very last two games are going to be difficult as well. Um, but yeah, USA and Canada away within a few days of each other is always going to be difficult. Um, Going into the first game against US, I mean, it's not just the two games. It's obviously a few games now. Even in the World Cup qualifying, when before the USA we had lost the game at all, there were still some bad performances. There were still some late wins, and then you mix that with just pretty much a diabolical summer where you lost against USA twice in two finals. Um, as fans, we were getting banter. There's something especially irritating about USA fans. Um, and it was just getting difficult. We were just starting to get over that, and we're thinking, okay, cool. Raul's back, Triggy's back. Edson's on form. Raul's pretty much on form for Wolves. Triggy as well for Napoli. You're thinking, okay, cool. This is a good time to bounce back. We all know USA's history of flaking out of World Cup qualifiers, so this is a perfect opportunity to come back. Okay, well done. Enjoy your trophies. But we're going to go for the big one. And obviously, you failed, I mean, in both games were remarkably similar. I was trying to say that I didn't watch the Canada one, I've just seen the replays. I was at work at the time. Um, but I've seen the replays, and it felt like this pretty much exactly the same as the USA, where it goes to the halftime 0-0. As fans are thinking, okay, away from home, especially in Canada with terrible conditions, that's all right. We can just come out, and there's something wrong in the halftime because they just come out worse than they went in, and then obviously leak a goal, and then that's it. I mean, once that goal went in, I'm thinking, okay, that's it. Like, there's no coming out. The goal, to be fair, the first goal was from at the end of the first half, but still, it's kind of that half time area. And once the first goal goes in, I'm just like, I have no confidence that Mexico are ever going to score a goal because it's been ages now Arsenal, since Mexico scored a goal. Um, and they pretty much did, and then went 2-0 down, thinking, okay, great, 2-0 losses, and then obviously Hector Herrera gets a decent late late goal. And then, suddenly, like the 88th minute, it's like, oh, we're playing a World Cup qualifier. We should actually try and make some effort. And it's like, well, dude, where have you been for the last 85 minutes? But, um, yeah, the subs as well. Subbing off Alvarez for Guardado was just, even if you wanted to take a defensive option out and you bring an attacking option, you're chasing the game. Like, you're already 2-0 down. Just go for it. Just bring on Finis Murray or another attacker and just go for it. The subs in this game were weird. I wouldn't. I mean, I was quite happy with the starting lineup. I tweeted it out. Jorge Sanchez in. Gallardo's still left back, but I don't think he had a particularly terrible game personally against the US. So I wasn't too bothered about him being there. Plus, I knew he was going to be there anyway because who else is going to go in left back? Um, yeah, didn't see Takatito. I didn't want Takatito to start. I think he needed a bit of a break, but he didn't come on. Didn't really do anything. Chico Lozano was disappointing. Raul Jimenez has been disappointing. Um, it's just hard trying to um, do an autopsy on that because it's like, well, yeah, the subs were weird. There's something not quite right tactically because we're just not scoring the goals anymore. But you have to look at Raul Jimenez, you have to look at Chico Lozano. Those two players are the attacking focus of the whole team, and they're both absent pretty much this whole week, um, which is bitterly disappointing because they're both world class players in my opinion. Um, Raul Jimenez is, one of the best strikers in arguably the hardest league in the world, and yet he can't go. And to be fair, this USA team and Canada team, they weren't world beaters. You know, the USA fans like to think that they're on the level of France and Brazil, but they're not. They were beatable. I don't think either Canada or USA outplayed um, Mexico in the sense that they were just out of the way better. It was just they played better most of the time in that game. You know, Mexico played so bad that it's not hard to play better than them. Um, yeah, it's just disappointing, and it does make a dent now in the World Cup qualifiers. We're third now, level on points with fourth. Um, and we've got an away game coming up next time in January, and then I think we've got like 2 or 3 home games, which could be vital. USA are perfectly capable of slipping up. They slipped up against Jamaica. They couldn't get the win out there. They got a draw. Where we've already beaten Jamaica, but that was at home, so we've got an away game coming up in the new year. Well, I think in March. Yeah, so over halfway through, all right. Yeah, it was just better. We've had like 6 or so games that wins, and we're doing well, not losing a game, and then suddenly we get 2 losses against our big rivals, and now it opens all the doors of is the USA now overtaking Mexico? Is Canada going up there now? It's like, for me, it's not so much that they're doing better. It's the fact that Mexico, there's something wrong with Mexico at the moment. There's something not right and not working, and they're just terrible now. Part of it is the roster. That's another thing we can blame Patata for. He's not doing the generational shift that we all thought he was going to. He's brought Cordovarian, Vega when he was fit. I think Vega was a big miss in this week, to be honest with you. I think he would have done quite well in these games. I don't know. I do worry about Sata now. I don't think he's up for it. I don't think he's up to it. We're not going to change. We're not going to see a change in coaching before the World Cup now. I think Mexico are committed. I think pretty much all, unless you're doing it horrifically bad, pretty much all national teams are now locked in with their squads pretty much, and their managers. You don't want to sack a coach and then bring another coach in. A few months before the World Cup starts, or a year before the World Cup starts. No, it's not even a few months. It's not even a year. I don't know. It is a few months. I keep thinking it's this Christmas. It's not. It's next year. My brain is just off today. But yeah, either way, you're not going to see a coach change in a year unless something's drastically wrong. We're not quite there yet. We're slipping down to that point. But I think if Mexico wins the next couple of games, USA slips up again. It might be alright again. Some people think, well, if we're just in the top 2, it should be fine. But Mexico they've got good players that are not in this team. And Arteaga's a big miss. Acevedo as well. Godino even. Ochoa is looking like he could just be starting to dip now. It's going to happen. He's 37 or something ridiculous. He's not going to be top Ochoa, peak Ochoa for much longer. He can't be. And he's in Club America as well. He's quite comfortable in Mexico City. Is he really challenged? Is he? I don't know. You can say what you like, but we need someone young now. Acevedo is hungry. Godino is even hungry. I don't know. I don't know. It's, for me, there needs to be significant roster changes for the January games. I don't fully expect that to happen, but that's what I would do. That's what I want. I want to see Arteaga in there. I want to see Acevedo in there. Hell, I might even see Flores in there, but Vega needs to have a massive more chance. Vega's been off form as well this season for Chivas as well, but he's done alright for Mexico. Mexico just is not able to score at the moment, and it's worrying me. I thought things would get back together when Raul Jimenez came back, particularly because he was just flying for Wolves and Mexico before he got injured, and obviously he got injured. He was out for practically a year. But he's back now and he's scoring goals for Wolves as well, winning games for them. And I hope that would translate into the national team. It hasn't, but it hasn't helped. The whole team seems to just not be at their best. The Chukwueze Lozano isn't the Chukwueze Lozano that I know in this week. Very quiet, not really a threat. Tega Tito, I mean, God, the dip of his form, it was like a nosedive, really. Sucks was, this Tega Tito's shirt, maybe I jinxed him, I don't know, but he needs to pick up his form again. I think he will. I think he just needs to move clubs, and he could move in January. And I think that would be better. That would be good for him if he starts playing again regularly. Um, fighting at a new club with a new system, a new coach. Trying to make his new coach like him and stuff. So hopefully that will help him with Mesco in January. Maybe Mesco will be much better in January, but there are players that shouldn't be there. Chaka shouldn't be there anymore. Gallardo shouldn't be there anymore. I would have Gallardo there purely as a backup. I would have Arteaga in there. Like, put Arteaga in there. Just call him up. Don't care what he did. I don't care what he's done. Just get over it. Call him because it's just ridiculous. But I don't know. It's just something's off. Now we're going to sit here getting bantered left, right, center from USA fans because they think that their well-being is now. None of these teams, to be fair, are going to go far in the World Cup. I mean, let's just put that out on the plate right now. Even if Mexico qualified, I don't have much confidence them getting much further out of the group stage, even if out of the group stage, depending on what the groups are. If we had the same group as we did in Brazil, in Russia, we won't get out of the group stage playing how we are now. This USA team as well, Pulisic, okay, cool. He likes playing against Mexico. He scores against Mexico every once in a while. Does nothing else. He's done nothing this season apart from score 2 goals against Mexico, winning a cup, and obviously winning this game in the World Cup qualifiers. Apart from that, he's done nothing. You could say, well, he's won the Champions League. Well, he didn't really win the Champions League. And to be fair, I think it was pretty shameful that he got his photo taken with the cup as if he had scored the winning goal to get it. I mean, he barely contributed in that Champions League one. He's just celebrating like he won it. Anyway, I'm not going to run about Pulisic. I mean, Pulisic's just a player I don't like. He's at a club I don't like. I mean, the USA team itself, I don't really care about. It's just the fans. I mean, some of the fans are just, I don't know. They remind me a lot of Spurs fans, where they're just so arrogant, not really got anything to show for it. I mean, okay, you got the Gold Cup, okay. So, okay, but we've still got like 4 more than you. Anyway, my nose is starting to itch, so I'm going to go now, guys. Yeah, I don't want to moan too much more. It's been 13 minutes. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the game, and what you think about this run, what do you think about the future. Do you think Tata's going to stay? Do you think he's going to change anything? So yeah, let me know. I'll talk to you in January for the next World Cups. I might do a video for the Chile friendly, I don't know yet, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, have a good week. Try and get over it if you can. Have some beers, maybe. Yeah, take it easy, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.